Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a recap of the things that I hauled on October the 13th. So I placed an order at Sephora and Ulta and Jeffree Star, and I think one at Kat Von D. So I tried to film this yesterday, but I had been sick the past couple days and I was so winded. I'm a little bit winded today, but not as bad as I was yesterday. So hopefully I'll be able to get through this alright. So the first thing I got was the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation in Light 44 Cool. I had never bought this foundation before, but I had tried samples of it, and I had tried the Light 42, and that was like too light. I've literally never ever found a makeup or like a foundation that was too light for me until I found the Kat Von D. So, and she expanded her shade range, so I don't know if this is one of the new shades, but this works pretty well for me. And I just find that I can't use a primer with it, and I can't use a beauty blender. I just noticed that you can see the oh well. But those things just make it not dry down, because this is a super matte, like literally, I mean, it smells like paint and it literally feels like paint, but not like horrible. It's definitely long lasting, so if you want a really long lasting foundation, this one is your friend. And if you wear glasses or sunglasses, you know that it kind of just totally destroys the foundation under your glasses. But this, it actually lasts for like a long time before that starts to break down. So I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a really full coverage, really long lasting foundation. But the next thing I got was the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream in the shade L1 Neutral. I had used this before, but this is a new shade. I used L5 Neutral, and that's just my skin tone color for like any blemishes that I have. And then this one, it's a bit light for me. I don't know if you can see like on the camera or if it's like washed out, but this is good for under the eyes. It just brightens a little bit, so I just use the tiniest bit of this, and then, you know, like a little bit less than I normally would use of the other color underneath my eyes, and kind of mix them, and that was working pretty well for me, so I'm happy with that purchase. The next thing I got was the Kat Von D, the setting powder. I forgot what this is called for a second, even though I had it written down and I was looking at it. Cats are distracting, but this, I am glad I got the mini size of this. It was definitely a lot cheaper, and loose setting powders last forever. So this is a translucent one. I don't know if they had a mini of the other colors or not. But this, I like this because the packaging is smaller. The packaging on the normal size one is huge, and I don't know, I just wouldn't travel with that or anything. But this is really nice. I tried baking with it, but that didn't go so well. I don't know if I didn't do it right. But this is just an okay setting powder. I mean, I've only ever tried the Laura Mercier one when I wasn't cruelty free, and then I had the e.l.f. one a while ago, but I did not like that at all. It was like too slippery and it was weird. But this one seemed pretty good, so I'm just going to keep testing this out. The next thing is this Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. I got this in the mini size just because I didn't want to pay however much it was for the full size if I didn't like it, and I'm glad because I don't like it. So this, oh you guys, this is not good. Like it smells, I mean, people comment on the smell of it, but it smells like a mascara to me. Like mascara, like especially waterproof ones have that weird smell. This one definitely smells like that, but it's not waterproof, so I don't know. But the wand is so like torturous and spiky that I like just about injured myself trying to get like close to my lashes. And this is no good whatsoever for putting on the bottom lashes. I have to use a different mascara. Like I do a lot of extra steps in my makeup routine that some people don't do, but using two different mascaras for the top and the bottom is too much to ask. So I am not a fan of this. I'm not going to use it anymore. After this video is probably just going to go in my empties bin and be decluttered. And you might hear about it again in the next empties and declutters video. We'll see. Another thing about this too that freaked me out when I got it, I didn't know that this was a fiber mascara. I hadn't seen it advertised as that, so yeah, when I opened it, like it looks like little eyelashes were sticking out of it. I was like, oh my god, did they send me a used one, like what the heck, but then I was like reading up on it, like I looked it up on Urban Decay's website and it said like something about fibers, but it wasn't like a big thing, so and the next thing I got were these Stila liquid shadows. I got the set of 3. I'm going to show you this one. This is the shade in Kitten Karma. I swatched them in that haul video, so I'll link that down below. These are really nice. I would definitely suggest using them with a glitter glue because, I mean, they have their own liquid in there. That's what makes them like the liquid shadow type of thing. But the glitter can kind of, like once that really, really dries throughout the day, the glitter can kind of fall off. So, I mean, if you're not too concerned about that, then, you know, it might be okay. But if you're going to wear these for a really long time, I would suggest maybe glitter glue or maybe setting. I wonder if you could set this with like a translucent powder. Never tried that, but I don't know. Maybe if you're having trouble with these, it might be something to think about because, I don't know. But they're good. I'm glad I got the mini sizes because like the full size is really expensive and there's no way I would use up probably even half of one of the mini ones unless I put it in like a project pan. And the next thing I got, I think now I'm into the stuff that I got at Ulta. So this is the Tarte's Pro Lash Glue. So I had a squeeze tube lash glue and I didn't like it. It was kind of hard for me to apply to the lash band. But this one is really good. This is like it has a little wand thing. And the thing about this one though is I find that it takes a while to like get tacky on the lashes. So, you know, just be mindful of that. I had to sit there for like at least a minute. Some lash glues takes like 30 seconds, but it's not that big of a deal unless you're in a hurry. But I definitely prefer this to the other ones, and it is black, so it's not going to show. You know, you don't have to be so picky about going over the lash band or anything with the eyeliner. And this is only $9. Like, that's really cheap, I think, for something from Tarte. So, next thing I got was this NYX glitter primer. This is a really good product, but if you're interested in vegan makeup, this is not vegan. I mentioned that in the other video. Like, I didn't even notice that until after I bought it. Like, I didn't even think that something like this wouldn't be vegan because it's, you know, usually the vegan stuff is like carmine or something, and this has beeswax in it. Which, like, why would there be beeswax? But I don't know. So yeah, I would not repurchase this, but I mean, I'll use it. It's going to be forever until I use it. I'm probably going to dry out before I can use up this whole thing because it takes just a tiny bit. And then I repurchased this NYX Micro Brow Pencil. These don't last very long at all if you use them to do your whole brow, especially if you have big, thick brows like mine. But with this, I'll use the Anastasia Dip Brow, and then if I'm looking at it later and I kind of see that, oh, I want to touch up or like make the arch a little bit higher, or if I want to like fill in a spot or something, I'll just use this pencil, and it works a lot better than getting out the dip brow. I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. It works better than getting the dip brow out and, you know, doing the whole thing over again when you can just, and it's done. And then in a couple hauls before this, I think I had gotten lashes, and I liked them, so, and usually I can't wear lashes because of, like, my, you know, if you have glasses, you know, like, sometimes they can, like, smack on your glasses lenses, but I found that these particular glasses, where they sit down a little bit lower, my lashes don't do that, so I picked up a pack of these Ardell Wispies. I haven't worn them in a little while. These are the ones that I kind of cut up just so they fit my eyes. But I haven't worn them in a while just because I've been kind of lazy, and I'm just really, like, I feel like I'm okay at applying lashes, but if I'm in a hurry or if I don't want to sit there and fool with them, I'm just afraid that they'll mess up. Kind of like wing liner. Yeah, no matter how good you think you are at wing liner, sometimes it messes up, you know. But these are really nice. I think, I mean, I'm not that experienced at lashes, but these are okay, and they're fairly good price for the 4 pairs that you get. And then I got these Essence, these are the Extreme Lasting Eyeliners. I got the shade a taupe and a black, and these are really good. I mentioned these in my top 5 under 5, so go check that out. I'll link that below too. But these are just really amazing for the price. They're, I think, under $3, so that's a super steal. And I used the black one in my smoky eye video, and it blends out really, really well. So I'm super excited about these. And I have the taupe one coming up in one of my advent calendar videos, which today is, I'm filming this on the 1st of December, so I have on the Kat Von D Outlaw, which was the product that I picked first. So if you're interested in that, I'll link that video down below too, if I remember. Alright, getting close to the end here. So the next thing that I got was these Pacifica Cherry Kisses Hydrating Lipstick Wipes. Buy these. Like, I love them so much, especially if you use liquid lipsticks, because these take it off so well, and they really hydrate your lips, and they kind of slightly exfoliate too, so you're not left with like that crusty, you know, nonsense on your lips after you take off the lipstick. And I also use these to take off lip swatches on my arm. They are absolutely amazing. So yeah, definitely recommend these, and they're really cheap too. And then I got the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. I've done quite a few videos on this already. I love it so much. I just haven't used it lately because I'm doing a project or pan that palette this year. So, but this is absolutely incredible. It's kind of scary to look at first. Once you start playing with the shadows and just seeing how they work together, it's awesome. And I would suggest a glitter glue for this if you're going to pick it up, because there's a few shades in here that I would really, like, I would not use without a glitter glue or glitter primer. These two at the top. Really, Cat? Oh, he's cute. I can't get too mad. And then, say this shade and this shade, if you can see what I'm putting. Yeah, there's just like maybe 4 shades in here that I wouldn't use without a glitter primer, just because they can get a little bit of fallout. But other than that, like the mattes, the shimmers, I mean, of course you can always use the shimmers with a wet brush, but this is just fantastic. I would definitely recommend it, and I've been loving this. I never thought that I would like this mustardy yellow kind of shade, but I really like it. So, and I'm going to use this to recreate the first makeup tutorial that I ever watched on YouTube. I actually remember what it was. So I'm going to do that video a little bit later on. I'm not sure exactly when, but there's a couple shades in here that are really unconventional that I'm glad are in this palette. I'm not going to mention any. Just stay tuned for that video whenever that shows up. And the last thing I got were the Jeffree Star, like the mini set of the liquid lipsticks. So I am really glad that I bought that. Actually, I wish I kind of wish I'd waited, but I don't know, because I'm like on a no buy now. But it was on sale on Black Friday, but whatever. So I'll just show you one of them here. This is just this is called Skin Tight. So there was 8 of them in there, and I really like all of the shades except for this one in particular. It's really light, but it's kind of streaky, but I mean, it's, you know, you can expect that from a light lipstick. And the one called Rose Madder, I didn't really like that so much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the formula of these. Like, the formula of all of the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks are incredible, but I am not a fan at all of pink lipstick. So yeah, Rose Madder is not my favorite. I mean, I might like mix it or something just to get some use out of it, but yeah, I'm glad I bought that, because I have a few new favorites. I know there's an Instagram that does all the product shots. RLQ Rose, I think her name used to be like Running Lipstick Queen or something, and she was telling me about, like, I said I was so excited for that set, and that I loved Gemini, which is actually in the set. And then she said, oh, you haven't tried Androgyny? I was like, no. And then I tried it, and it was like, blew my mind. And before I had Posh Spice, it's like a brownish nude, like a more brown color. I didn't like it, but then now I do like it, so I don't know. Because I had the full size, and then I got rid of it, but I wish I didn't now. Anyways, so that was it for this video. Let me know if you like this, if you want to see more, and if you do videos yourself, I would suggest to do these. These are amazing. It's a good way to kind of remember to go back and review on the products that you bought, instead of just, you know, hauling them and then never mentioning them again, like a lot of people do. So, yeah, let me know if you have any other suggestions for any videos, or If you like any of these products, anything at all, just let me know, and please subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.